Ghost of Yōtei is an atmospheric action-adventure game set in feudal Japan, blending myth and reality. As a lone warrior haunted by tragedy, you must confront supernatural forces and unravel the mysteries surrounding Mount Yōtei, a sacred and enigmatic region shrouded in whispers of spirits and ancient curses. The game takes you on a journey through lush forests, serene temples, and snow-covered peaks, each rendered in breathtaking detail. The open world is alive with both beauty and danger, populated by mythical creatures inspired by Japanese folklore. Your quest involves battling corrupted yokai, solving intricate environmental puzzles, and uncovering long-buried secrets that tie your past to the mountain's cursed fate. Combat in Ghost of Yōtei is fluid and tactical, combining traditional katana techniques with mystical abilities granted by the spirits you encounter. Every enemy requires strategy, as they are as deadly as they are unique. Hell is. Us is a third-person action-adventure game that combines intense combat with immersive exploration. Set in a semi-open world, players are drawn into a country ravaged by civil war and a mysterious calamity that has unleashed nightmarish creatures known as chimeras. These supernatural beings are impervious to modern weapons, leaving you to rely on an ancient sword and a versatile drone to navigate the treacherous landscape and uncover the truth behind the horrors. The game's setting is fraught with danger, blending the chaos of human conflict with the terror of otherworldly threats. The enigmatic chimeras are as terrifying as they are formidable, and each encounter challenges your wits and skills. Survival depends on mastering unique melee weapons like swords, spears, and axes, all crafted for combat against these unearthly foes. Your drone becomes an essential tool, aiding in exploration and battle. Judas is a first-person narrative-driven game from Ghost Story Games, the creators of BioShock. Set in a crumbling starship on the brink of destruction, you play as Judas, a mysterious and morally ambiguous character struggling to survive in a hostile, fractured world. Haunted by your own actions, you must forge uneasy alliances or face an uncertain fate alone. The game thrusts you into a richly detailed sci-fi universe teeming with secrets and complex characters. The starship, a labyrinth of decaying environments and high-tech marvels, becomes both a battleground and a puzzle. As Judas, you'll uncover the stories of those around you while grappling with the consequences of your past decisions. Blending dynamic combat with intricate storytelling, Judas challenges players to adapt and strategize, customize unique weapons and abilities to survive the ship's dangers, including rogue factions and mechanical threats. Marathon is a sci-fi first-person shooter from Bungie, reimagining their iconic 1994 classic with a modern twist. Set in a rich, dynamic universe, the game takes players to the mysterious Tau Ceti 4, a colony once thriving with life but now silent. Its inhabitants vanished. As a runner, a daring cybernetically enhanced freelancer, you'll navigate a dangerous world teeming with secrets, advanced technology, and rival explorers. Marathon combines intense player-versus-player combat with engaging environmental exploration, dive into the colony's abandoned zones to unearth resources, salvage valuable artifacts, and uncover the truth behind the colony's eerie fate. But beware, other runners have their own agendas, and the dangers of the environment, including remnants of alien civilizations, add to the challenge. The game offers a living, evolving world that reacts to player actions. Bungie's innovative approach ensures that each match and mission feels fresh, with the world's narrative and gameplay shaped by the collective efforts of the player community. STALKER 2 Heart of Chernobyl is a next-generation open-world first-person shooter blending survival horror and immersive simulation. Set in the radioactive exclusion zone surrounding the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, the game thrusts players into a deadly and mysterious landscape, teeming with danger, mutants, and unspeakable secrets. Explore the vast, seamless zone, brought to life with stunning visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5. From dense forests to decaying urban ruins, every corner of the zone is meticulously detailed with its own unique dangers, stories, and opportunities. The world evolves dynamically, with day-night cycles, weather effects, and AI-driven NPCs that interact in complex and unpredictable ways. To survive, you'll need to manage hunger, radiation, and resources while crafting, scavenging, and making life or death decisions. Mutants, anomalies, and rival factions test your resolve, and your choices will influence the fate of the zone and its inhabitants, shaping multiple branching endings.
Name? I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
And if we do nothing, houses on the mainland will continue to burn and collapse.
If you fight a soldier, you're only fighting yourself.
ExeKiller is a retrofuturistic, action-packed adventure set in a vibrant post-apocalyptic Wild West. Combining elements of open-world exploration, intense combat, and moral decision-making, the game transports players into a dystopian universe where survival hinges on wit, skill, and the choices you make. Step into a devastated Earth where the line between humanity and technology blurs. With its unique blend of neon-lit cities, barren wastelands, and cyberpunk aesthetics, the world of ExeKiller oozes atmosphere. As a bounty hunter navigating this dangerous terrain, you'll uncover the remnants of a shattered society while chasing your targets. Play as an ExeKiller, tasked with hunting fugitives for their souls, digital data carriers containing personal and biological information. Choose how to approach your objectives: stealth, diplomacy, or outright guns blazing. The game's dynamic AI and emergent systems ensure that every encounter feels unique and reactive to your playstyle.
I want to make you an offer, which I'm sure you won't refuse.
Spine is a cinematic action game that redefines gunplay with its signature gunfu combat style. Dive into a pulse-pounding narrative where dynamic shootouts and melee clashes merge seamlessly, crafting a high-octane experience fueled by rebellion, technology, and raw skill. Set in a dystopian future dominated by authoritarian AI regimes, Spine tells the story of Redline, a defiant street artist turned freedom fighter. With her sentient combat implant Spine, she takes a stand against oppression, blending artistry and combat in her quest to dismantle the system. Experience the thrill of close-quarters gunfu combat that combines fluid shooting mechanics with martial arts precision. Engage enemies with acrobatic movements, choreographed takedowns, and tactical mastery, delivering cinematic action that feels straight out of a blockbuster. Explore neon-drenched urban landscapes brimming with danger and opportunity. Altarium is an immersive role-playing game, RPG, set in a meticulously crafted high fantasy world. Players venture into Altarium, a realm teeming with mystery, ancient civilizations, and untold power. The game seamlessly blends open-world exploration with dynamic storytelling, offering players countless paths to carve their destinies. You begin as a customizable hero, awakening amidst a brewing conflict between warring factions. Altarium's narrative adapts to your choices, align with noble kingdoms, delve into forbidden magic, or champion the oppressed. Each decision shapes not only your character but also the fate of the world itself. Gameplay centers around exploration, strategic combat, and resource management. Players unlock skills, forge alliances, and conquer dungeons filled with perilous enemies and rare treasures. The dynamic day-night cycle and weather system add layers of realism and challenge, as certain quests and creatures appear only under specific conditions.
Come here, goddammit.
South of Midnight is a captivating third-person action-adventure game steeped in Southern Gothic folklore. Developed by Compulsion Games, it transports players to a mystical reimagining of the American South, where the ordinary meets the supernatural in a world brimming with eerie charm. You play as Hazel, a young woman drawn into an unfolding mystery after encountering a strange and enigmatic figure. Armed with unique powers tied to the spirit world, Hazel must navigate a land haunted by folklore creatures, ancient secrets, and fractured relationships. The game's narrative focuses on personal growth, confronting fears, and uncovering truths hidden beneath the surface. Gameplay combines exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. Players must balance physical and supernatural abilities to overcome challenges, all while unraveling a deeply atmospheric story. South of Midnight's handcrafted art style, evocative of stop-motion animation, enhances its haunting yet mesmerizing ambience.
What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
A boat and a church are just...
Seems like everyone...
Fairgames is a competitive multiplayer heist game that redefines the genre with its fast-paced action, tactical gameplay, and socio-political undertones. Developed by Haven Studios, the game revolves around teams of skilled operatives who compete to pull off daring heists against corrupt corporations and rival crews set in a dystopian near future. Players join one of the modern-day Robin Hood factions, aiming to take down the wealthy elite by infiltrating high-security facilities and stealing valuable. Each heist requires careful planning, strategic teamwork, and split-second decision-making, as rival teams and NPC security forces add layers of unpredictability. The gameplay is a mix of stealth, parkour, and intense gunplay, with an emphasis on creative problem-solving and dynamic encounters. Players can customize their characters, weapons, and gadgets to suit their preferred playstyle, ensuring a personalized experience. Fairgames also incorporates environmental storytelling and social commentary, adding depth to its chaotic heist scenarios.
Then you can't flaunt it. Pull up Lamborghini and Sonic.
Silent Hill 2 Remake is a modern reimagining of the iconic 2001 survival horror game, offering a refreshed experience while preserving the original's psychological horror and narrative depth. The story follows James Sunderland, a man who arrives in the fog-shrouded town of Silent Hill after receiving a mysterious letter from his deceased wife, Mary. As James searches for answers, he encounters strange characters, disturbing monsters, and increasingly nightmarish environments that reveal dark secrets about the town and his own past. The remake boasts stunning visual upgrades, bringing Silent Hill's atmospheric locations and grotesque creatures to life with modern graphics and lighting. The camera system has been enhanced to provide a more immersive and fluid experience, while the voice acting and sound design are reworked for better emotional impact. The gameplay remains a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and combat, though combat has been adjusted to feel more fluid and responsive compared to the original.
I don't need you anymore. I'm ready.
Towers of Aghasba is an ambitious open-world sandbox game that invites players to explore and shape a mystical, dynamic island world. Set in a fantasy setting, the game focuses on two main activities: building vibrant settlements and nurturing unique ecosystems. Players can explore a variety of regions, each offering different biomes and challenges, while also discovering hidden relics and engaging in peaceful activities like fishing. The game allows for deep customization, enabling players to design and decorate settlements for a tribe called the Shimu. As part of its ecosystem mechanics, players can restore and grow fantastical flora and fauna using their creativity to revive a devastated landscape. You can also interact with 50+ unique creatures and craft over 150 decorations to enhance the world. Towers of Aghasba offers both single-player and multiplayer options, allowing you to invite friends to visit and collaborate on building projects. Outbreak Island is an open-world survival horror game where players are stranded on a mysterious abandoned island. After a series of strange events, most of the population has vanished or mutated into monstrous forms. Your goal is to investigate the island and survive its many dangers. The game features a day-night cycle where at night a radioactive surge unleashes monstrous creatures and electrical power, enabling players to access and utilize the island's remaining infrastructure, like factories and sawmills. During the day, the island is lush and vibrant, while nightfall brings bloodthirsty threats, requiring players to defend their shelters. In this sandbox world, survival depends on resource management. Players can build and fortify bases, craft weapons, hunt, farm, and gather to sustain themselves. The island offers diverse landscapes and locations, including underground labs filled with dangerous creatures and valuable loot. Endurance Motorsport series is an upcoming racing simulation game developed by KT Racing under Nacon. It blends real-time racing and team management, allowing players to seamlessly switch between driving a car and overseeing the race strategy from the pit wall. Players can manage multi-class endurance races, including famous cars such as the Porsche 911 GT3R and Porsche 963 LMDH, racing on iconic tracks like Circuit Paul Ricard, Monza, and Spa-Francorchamps. The game features both single-player and multiplayer modes, with up to 3 drivers per team, while one player can act as the team principal, making strategic decisions and overseeing pit stops. In addition to the traditional racing experience, players can manage multiple cars, adjust strategies based on changing weather, and handle various technical issues during a race. A unique feature of Endurance Motorsport series is the ability to switch between the car and the pit wall with a single button press, allowing for dynamic gameplay where players can oversee both the driving and the team's performance in real time. Ballad of Antara is an upcoming action RPG from developer Tipsworks set in a dark fantasy world. The game explores a unique dual reality system where 2 parallel worlds coexist, a familiar realm inhabited by common people and the mysterious Para, a place filled with strange, powerful beings. Players take on the role of emissaries, individuals with the ability to traverse between these worlds. Their mission is to uncover the secrets of these realms and battle the pervasive grey mist that threatens to distort reality. The gameplay combines fast-paced action combat with exploration, where players control multiple characters, each with unique abilities, backgrounds, and combat styles. The story is deeply intertwined with the mysterious nature of the Para, and players must reclaim lost essences of the world, confront towering divine creatures, and navigate the challenges of both realities. The game will feature both solo and cooperative multiplayer, supporting up to 3 players, allowing for collaborative exploration and combat.
Remember, no matter what happens, we did not betray this world.
POLYARIS is an immersive first-person survival game set in a post-nuclear Arctic world. Developed by Magic Pi, the game features a procedurally generated open world where players must battle extreme cold, hostile wildlife, and scarce resources. As a scientist stranded in the Arctic after the outbreak of World War III, your mission is to survive and uncover the mysteries surrounding the catastrophic events. You must navigate the frozen wilderness, ski across icy terrain, and combat both wild animals and human adversaries, all while managing the harsh environmental conditions like snowstorms and fluctuating temperatures. Key gameplay mechanics include exploration, looting, skiing, and crafting. You'll gather resources, build shelter, and find ways to stay warm to survive the ever-changing climate. As the story unfolds, the game introduces a deeper narrative involving the origin of the nuclear conflict and the protagonist's struggle to escape the unforgiving environment. The Bornless is a free-to-play PvP/PvE horror FPS set in a terrifying world steeped in dark rituals and demonic forces. Players are thrust into the enigmatic setting of Falmouth Island, where they must survive intense battles against rival players and supernatural enemies. At its core, the game revolves around the mysterious Bornless ritual performed by the Church of Orobas. Players engage in a thrilling, strategic fight for survival, gathering resources, unlocking powerful black magic abilities, and securing potent weapons to outlast other teams and confront the forces of darkness. The gameplay unfolds in a unique mode known as Ritual Mode, where players must work with a partner to complete rituals and fend off both demons and human adversaries. The match is divided into several phases: loot and explore, the ritual, and hunt or be hunted. In the first phase, players collect vital resources and weapons, while the second involves performing the rituals at ancient sites to summon and battle demons. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered brings an enhanced version of Guerrilla Games' open-world action RPG to the PlayStation 5 and PC, released on October 31st, 2024. This remastered edition brings a wealth of graphical improvements, re-recorded dialogues, and upgraded environmental design to deliver a more immersive experience than the original. Players once again control Aloy, a skilled hunter in a post-apocalyptic world where robotic creatures dominate the land. With visual fidelity on par with Horizon Forbidden West, the remaster features improved textures, better water reflections, more complex foliage interactions, and dynamic lighting, making the lush landscapes more vibrant and detailed. Aloy's model has been updated to match her appearance in the sequel, and NPC animations are smoother, resulting in a more lifelike and believable world. The environments have also been redesigned, with towns like Meridian receiving complete remakes that enhance the overall immersion.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
We need answers. For enduring.
You can use explosions.
He always does.
You are a wonder!
What is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Karma. The Dark World is an atmospheric psychological thriller set in a dystopian future, specifically East Germany in 1984. The player takes on the role of Daniel McGovern, a Rome agent for the mysterious Leviathan Corporation's Thought Bureau. As part of his investigation, Daniel uncovers secrets surrounding a critical moment in time, an event that unveils a dark world of espionage, betrayal, and memories that can be altered and explored. The game's unique mechanic allows players to dive into the minds of suspects, exploring their memories to uncover the truth. This involves navigating through complex emotions and desires, where every memory retraced can reveal crucial details but also endanger the protagonist's sanity. The narrative weaves a story of love, loss, and deception, filled with unexpected twists and heavy psychological elements. Players must rely on their investigative skills and the use of cutting-edge technology to survive the mental and physical challenges of their environment.
What's going to happen next?
You. Will you help me?
Vindictus. Defying Fate is an upcoming action RPG developed by Nexon, set in a dark fantasy world inspired by Celtic mythology. This new chapter in the Vindictus franchise introduces players to a richly detailed universe, though it is not a direct sequel to the original 2010 title. The game features both single-player and multiplayer modes, offering players the choice to tackle quests solo or with others in online co-op. The game takes place in a third-person perspective and allows players to customize their characters, choosing from various weapons and combat styles to fit their personal playstyle. Battles are dynamic and demand skillful use of juggled attacks, combining both powerful slow strikes and quick wicker hits to defeat enemies. The game also includes finishing moves for a more cinematic combat experience. Players will face formidable opponents from Celtic lore, battling through diverse environments ranging from icy peaks to eerie underground dungeons. Deathground is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Jaw Drop Games, set in a terrifying world where players must navigate and survive against deadly AI dinosaurs. The game offers both solo and co-op gameplay, allowing players to team up in squads of up to 3 or go it alone for an intense, isolating experience. The central feature of Deathground is its dynamic AI system that governs the behavior of the dinosaurs, making them highly unpredictable. These creatures, such as fast and stealthy raptors or massive T-Rexes, react to player actions, forcing them to think tactically and use stealth to avoid detection. The game takes inspiration from classic horror games like Alien Isolation and Dino Crisis, as well as movies like Jurassic Park. Players must explore dangerous environments, collecting resources and completing objectives while avoiding or outsmarting the dinosaurs. The environments are procedurally generated, ensuring that each playthrough offers a unique challenge. DokeV is an upcoming open-world action-adventure game developed by Pearl Abyss, blending elements of creature collection and real-time combat. The game features a vibrant, modern-day world inspired by Korean culture and folklore, where players collect and interact with creatures known as DokeV, which are spirit-like entities derived from traditional Korean myths. These magical beings gain power from human dreams and are central to the game's narrative, where players befriend and summon them for various tasks and adventures. The world of DokeV is expansive and interactive, filled with NPCs, environmental storytelling, and unique challenges. Players can customize their character and explore the world in a variety of ways, such as riding skateboards, flying with umbrellas, or even driving toy cars. The game emphasizes freedom in exploration, allowing players to engage in quests, mini-games, and other activities to uncover more DokeV and assist the world's inhabitants. StarRupture is an upcoming first-person open-world survival and base-building game set on an alien planet. Developed by Creepy Jar, the creators of Green Hell, it blends complex industrial crafting systems, intense combat, and exploration. Players can experience the game solo, or with up to 3 friends, working together to survive in a world constantly reshaped by elemental cataclysms. The core gameplay revolves around gathering resources, building defenses, and constructing bases to withstand attacks from alien creatures. The game also features environmental hazards, such as fluctuating temperatures, hunger, and thirst, similar to other survival titles like Green Hell. Combat is a key aspect, with players fending off aggressive alien monsters that threaten both the player's base and their progress. Players will explore diverse landscapes, uncovering secrets while managing their base's energy, storage, and crafting systems. AI Limit is an upcoming post-apocalyptic sci-fi action role-playing game, ARPG, developed by Sense Games and published by CE Asia, set to release in 2025. The game takes place in a dystopian world where an artificial ecosystem has collapsed, leading to natural disasters, war, and the rise of dangerous monsters. Players take on the role of Arisa, a Bladers, a human-like being with immortality granted by mysterious technology. These Bladers embark on a perilous journey to uncover the truth behind the fall of civilization. The game's mechanics focus on exploration and dynamic combat. Players will navigate the ruined city of Havenswell, a once thriving metropolis now plagued by monsters and environmental hazards. Combat is fast-paced and customizable, with a wide variety of weapons and skills at your disposal. The game also features a sync rate mechanic, which allows players to increase their combat prowess through strategic use of both offensive and defensive actions.
May the branch guide your path.
Sancticide is a dark, action-packed game set during the biblical apocalypse. Players control Ezekiel, a new recruit in the Sin Collector Corps, tasked with seeking and punishing sinners. The game blends melee combat with roguelike elements, offering strategic direction-based combat and a variety of weapons, including swords and ranged items. A unique feature is the use of purple, a supernatural force that gives the protagonist kinetic, passive, and active powers to manipulate the environment, affect time, and defeat enemies. The world of Sancticide is divided into kosher and unkosher categories, affecting the story, side quests, and how players interact with the environment. Death is not a mere punishment, but a way to understand and adapt to the world, with the persistent gameplay shifting based on these experiences. The narrative revolves around Ezekiel's struggles with his past and the divine plan's failure, exploring themes of redemption, remorse, and survival in a world filled with suffering and conflict.
Because